Well, how about that? We've got our new front office making moves quick. I'll admit, guys, I was not expecting a move as big as that one to be made before the deadline. This one actually shocked me. Now, I just had an earlier video that came out a little bit ago. That was actually in the process of uploading while the news broke, so you likely noticed I didn't comment on the Vucevic trade, and that's because it didn't happen at that time that I recorded it. But this is pretty big, guys, and I'll share my initial thoughts and reaction to the trade, and I'll likely have to put together a separate video once the deadline has passed so I can talk about it in a little more detail. But here are the details of the trade. As first reported by Shams Charania, the Bulls are trading Wendell Carter Jr., Otto Porter, 2 first-round picks, 2021 and 2023, which this year's pick is top 4 protected, while the Bulls are getting Nikola Vucevic and Farouk Elaminu. I mean, I didn't expect that this new front office would be willing to sacrifice some first-round picks and a younger player in Wendell Carter Jr., but it is absolutely the right move for the Bulls if you're looking to get Zach LaVine some help. You get another all-star, Nikola Vucevic, who, although is 30 years old, is having a career season, putting up incredible scoring numbers. He's a monster on the boards, averaging 11.8 rebounds this season. He's actually a solid passing big man as well, averaging 3.8 assists. Another career best for him. He's not the best defensive big man, which, again, the Bulls really need, guys who are strong defensive players. But no, if you're the Bulls, you'll take this. This is a huge come-up and upgrade from Wendell Carter. And then trading Otto Porter, that doesn't matter because he wasn't going to be a part of the Bulls anyway next season. And you had to include him to make the money work anyway. And if, you guys have been following my channel, I am of the opinion that yes, although draft picks can be very valuable, they're always a bit of a crapshoot. You'll have guys that end up being star players that fall outside of the lottery, and then you'll have players with very high hopes and hype that go top 3 and end up, becoming a bust at the end of the day. And the Bulls, they needed to make sure that they at least kept that pick was top 4 protected in the event we do not make the playoffs and get lucky in the lottery, that we would still maintain that pick. Now, I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but adding Vucevic to go alongside Lavine hopefully means the Bulls can make the playoffs this year, and that first round pick that they just traded will likely be even less valuable as a mid to late first rounder. Like I said, my only concern with this trade is that Vucevic isn't young. He's 30 and he's on a large contract. Although the caliber of player that he is worth the contract that he's getting paid. But it obviously will impact the Bulls' books for this upcoming offseason. He's owed $24 million next season and then $22 million the following year for the final year of his contract. So, the contract was front-loaded, which is interesting, but overall, there are more pros than cons to this trade. Vucevic gives the Bulls much-needed rebounding, an additional scoring threat to go alongside Lavine and Lauri. He's a big man that can stretch the floor, that gives the Bulls more spacing on offense. And now we have a guy that can actually go toe-to-toe with some of these other starting centers without getting bullied on a nightly basis like we were seeing before. Anyway, I know this video is short. I just wanted to share my initial thoughts after the news broke. I'll have a video out after the deadline is passed to share my thoughts in full, as well as any other potential moves that are going to be made between now and then. Who knows? Maybe even while this video is uploading, the Bulls will have made another trade to improve the roster further. But this is a good news day for the Bulls so far after a very disappointing loss last night. Stay tuned, Bulls fans, and I will catch you guys in the next one.